All right. So internally, whenever this plays, like when I see this time around, I see a lot of what started my investigation into Deputy Gang was bringing the information of a terror plot I found around here into Deputy Gang. And then what I noticed was they completely disregarded everything and refused to do any investigation. That's where I knew the Deputy Gang inside of the Benton County, Washington, like courthouse and stuff, was running the inoculation for the terror plot. And that is what has me investigating basically what their methods are and what they justify things to a Mormon temple on why they don't investigate certain stuff. See, the whole idea is they build this whole delusional world of justifications behind the scenes with a Mormon temple. So one of that is something that Mormons use also, which is called brain hacking. So essentially, the sociopath will voyeur somebody, and then they'll find something generic that they do, and then it'll be something that'll be normal for like any type of human being. And then they'll say that it's an encryption, that an AI audio visual video encryption analyzes that, and then thus replaces or something their stupid profile with the person. And then they say that the person is a hacker. And then they'll take like this video, and then they'll piece it up, and then it'll have all the delusional brain hacking crazy sounding stuff. And that is basically then they call the person crazy based on using Mormon Temple's FBI style index that has all the pieced up and reworked and edited videos. And then they refuse to investigate after that by verifying it through a satanic cult temple. And so this is what they use for rapes. This is what they use for pedophiles that are under their inoculation. This is what they use for Mormons that traffic children from CPS. This is what they use for heroin dealers and child traffickers and pretty much anybody that needs an inoculation. This is what their go-to idea is for the reasonings if it ever makes it into the deputy gang's precinct office or whatever. Then this is the type of shit that they start having discussions with Mormon Temple about. And then Mormon Temple attempts to analyze with them as some sort of delusional group of people that likes to analyze the movements of somebody's mouth or face or anything. And then it becomes, well, his brain, this is essentially, here's basically what they do. His brain is basically controlled by some hacker behind this. And thus, everything that he's writing and everything that and then they won't investigate based on a belief with Mormon Temple on somebody controlling somebody's brain. Okay, this is like what it is. And that normally they don't let the normal world ever see their little secret regional investigation justifications for disregarding. And so nowadays the hackers have found them doing this fucking retarded shit. And that nowadays these people are getting broadcasted all over the world, having these justifications in like official style depositions and analyzations and investigative ways. And so this is where they attempt to build a whole like justification package in this way. But see, they always hide that stuff inside of this Mormon temple here. And that those Mormons have pissed off so many fucking hackers around here that they're getting constantly bombarded so that everybody can see what kind of crazy fucking delusional people all of them are. And so basically from that, I've been able to analyze a little bit about what their methodologies are. And that deputy gang is at the forefront of this shit. They essentially, their gang runs the inoculations for lots of different stuff. And that essentially when they go back and forth from cops to Mormons in these hookup sites, they're essentially just playing both sides. And that basically whatever they do is meant to work together, but to look at odds with each other. And that then, essentially, when Mormon takes over the hookup site, then all the cops that are Mormons, basically, either in secret or ones that go to a stake center, then they start to take over the decision making process inside of a police station. And then they start running what they think is like really smart analysis and really smart explanations and shit. And this is what they think is smart. So the whole idea is that all they're really doing is creating the sounds and the speaker kind of shit that they focus on somebody with. And that basically they're creating the sounds to justify the disregard. They're creating the reasons to disregard for the investigation. And that's all they're doing. So just keep in mind that you Mormons are just a satanic cult, and that's how the real world looks at it. And just because you guys have delusional beliefs inside of your guys' Satan cult doesn't actually mean anything to the regular fucking world. Just because you guys analyze at people hacking computers and come up with like weird reasons to say that somebody's brain's different and shit, that's the kind of retarded shit that gets all of you noticed. That's what you people are. Just a bunch of fucking massively like psychotic people.